This is weird. I don't know what to do. This isn't like a gaming video because they can see us.
Yeah.
You're the one who's done this a bunch of times. You have to do the intro.
I don't think so.
I don't think so. Let's just get right to it.
Let's just get into it.
Let's just get right into it. This is a Q&A video.
There you go.
Okay.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. We need to do this. We have places to be.
So it's about time that we do our first ever
Q&A video.
question and answer.
I know, especially since I was never even introduced to the channel. I was just dropped in like, hey.
You just showed up.
I am wife.
Mm-hmm.
I am here to stay forever.
Yeah. You floated down from the heavens.
I came from heaven. I crawled out of the depths of hell.
And I caught her like a
And that's how we met.
fly ball. Yeah.
Jinx.
And that's the answer to the first question, how we met.
No, for real though. How did we meet?
For real, that's how we met.
For real, how did we meet? What happened?
Anyway, so a lot of people did ask, how did we meet?
A lot of people asked how we met.
It was entirely like a chance, just off the wall, kind of.
To be fair, where we met was a really small town and we both lived there, so
That's
we are
true.
bound to run into each other at some point.
It was like a spur of the moment decision to go get breakfast at the, is it a diner or is it a restaurant? Could you call it a diner?
I guess you could call it a breakfast joint.
Yeah.
It
I
was
kind
a
of want to
breakfast
look it up.
place.
What? What really makes a diner
Diner.
a diner? A small restaurant found predominantly in the northeastern United States. It just has to be in the northeastern or midwestern?
I don't know.
That doesn't, whatever. The night before, I had met up with a bunch of friends for drinks and pizza, and we all wound up crashing in the same place that night. So in the morning, I was like, hey, why don't we go get breakfast? That decision to go get breakfast that morning literally changed the course of my life.
And it was a Sunday morning, so busiest morning of the week. We got the church crowd, we got the sports crowd, we got, although it was summertime.
The hungover crowd.
It was August 13th,
Yeah.
2017 to be exact, at around 10 in the morning. So not just peak day, but peak time too. Yeah, and I saw you walking up outside, but I was busy. You were cute, but I was really busy. I was running around trying to get everything out.
And we actually had to wait. Like, we put our names in, and
Probably had to wait like a half hour or so, huh?
I don't know. I think it was more like 10 minutes, maybe
Really?
15. Yeah, we
That
weren't out
fast?
there. We weren't out there that long. I noticed her
Well, I was your
almost
server.
immediately. Yeah, but it was like even before then.
Really?
You could have been like walking around the corner behind into the little kitchen area or something.
Yeah.
And then it was
I remember getting
maybe a second or two after we sat down that you came right back around the corner and you're like, hi, I'm Chelsea.
within the first 30 seconds we had to get to their table. Yeah.
Right.
And then within the first 2 minutes you had to have drinks.
Otherwise-
In the first 8 minutes your order needed to be taken, and within 20 minutes your food had to be out.
Otherwise, they take you out back and shoot you. Just like that.
I remember being really excited when I saw that I actually got you in my section, because there were like 8 other waitresses on. I didn't think I'd get your table.
The odds were slim.
And then you weren't making eye contact with me at all.
She always gets hung up on us.
No, okay, but it was as a server even though, like not even as a customer-server relationship, you weren't even making eye contact.
I was shy, and I was trying to play it like, oh, I'm just looking at the menu, and like, oh, that looks good. Yeah, I'll do that. I was trying not to be like,
He was
I'll
like
do this and that. I love you. I ordered bacon and eggs.
scrambled with pancakes.
Yes.
You complimented me because our coffee cups at the breakfast place I worked at,
I thought the coffee mugs were dope.
they are handmade out of Michigan, and and we sell them.
Yeah. And so
$13.
I made a comment. I made a comment about it, and she said exactly that. She's like, $13 and you can own one. We get to the end of the meal, you bring us our checks. We paid, and then when you brought the receipts back, it was like a crossroads in my life, and it really turned out to be, because I was like, do I leave my number? I just had this feeling, I don't know what it is. I've never left my number for anyone else ever. I went for it, and I left my number thinking I probably will never hear from her. And she came around and picked it up. Yeah. Which I wasn't expecting, so because
typically you do leave it. However, on Sundays, customers have a habit of just taking their whole receipt. On busy days, they're kind of in a hurry to get out. They see there's a wait and they get self-conscious, so they scramble and they pick everything up. They take the receipt. I don't get a tip. I have to tip out on that meal to the kitchen and to the bussers and to the hostesses. So on Sundays and Saturdays, I always made sure to pick up.
Typically, you just leave it there until the people get up and leave. And so when she picked it up, she disappears around the corner. And
I'm excited. I'm like, oh.
You saw the number.
He wasn't talking to me or looking at me the entire time, but
I think that's a bit of a stretch.
He left his number. And I ran around because at the time my brother's ex-fiance, she was working there. And she got really excited. I was like, the cute guy at my table, he left his number for me.
So she disappears around the corner again, and I'm like, oh shit, we gotta go. Because I was not ready for whatever came next. I didn't want to be embarrassed. Because I had no idea what to expect. I didn't know if you were gonna be like, ew,
you're gonna get pillaged.
Guy. So I freak out and I get my friends to get up and leave with me, and we just book it. And that was it. I didn't hear from you until later that evening.
But it took some convincing because I had just gotten out of a relationship and I was stuck in myself thinking, no, I'm not going to jump right back into another relationship. But my brother's ex, she really convinced me to text you. She was like, you need to take a chance. You need to do it. Even if it doesn't work out, go on a date with him. So I did. I texted you.
It had been a long time. I wasn't expecting to hear anything at this point, but she texted me, we got to talking, and then 2 days later, we went on our first date. And the rest is pretty much history.
Cloud. And that leads us to our next question. How is Cloud doing? Oh! Cloud's doing great. He's healthy. He's happy. He had a vet checkup a couple months ago. They said everything was fine.
He's a very lean dog. He's very trim. He's all muscle and no brains.
Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss. You're not gonna kiss his lips? Yes, but he is going to be 7 in December.
Yeah, it's hard to believe.
Already.
He's getting up there.
I've only known him since he was 4.
And that's hard to believe because, yeah, he was 4 years old when we met. It's craziness.
On to the next questions. Current favorite band or musician?
I know yours.
Who is my favorite musician?
Lana Del Rey.
Yes. This is...
Big surprise.
This is very shocking for everybody, I am sure.
Yeah.
So you're still Manchester?
I don't know. I've never really had like a number one.
Number one.
I've been listening to a ton of Punch Brothers. Not so much like over this past month, but like this over the course of this entire year, I've really gotten into Punch Brothers. They're described as like modern day classical.
They seem almost folksy to me, but
they're very folksy.
A rock folksy? Does that make sense?
Well, it's like blues and folk, and they're kind of like a jam band too.
You have a cloud hair on your eyebrow.
There's cloud hair everywhere now. There's no stopping it.
You're right. Look at my arm.
But yeah, they're a really good time. They're really relaxing to listen to, and when I listen to them, I can think really well. I think it's kind of like when you listen to actual classical music, it helps you not be as dumb.
Not be as dumb.
Yeah.
If there was one place you could live, where would it be? Where would it be, Jimmy?
Where's that question?
Same person.
That's 2 questions.
Thank you, Wolf. I'll
You only get one.
Answer it, because I actually don't know this. Where would you want to live if you could live anywhere?
I guess if I had my way, it would be somewhere along the coast in California. But it wouldn't be the jam-packed California coast that we have today.
My fantasy of a place to live, really fucking expensive, not in the US, is Capri. I think Capri would be beautiful in Italy. Plus I've been there. It was gorgeous.
Who hasn't been to Capri?
Hey, shut the fuck up. You've been to Scotland. You've been to France. You've been to England. You've been plenty of places. Yeah. The only place outside, well, I've been to Canada.
But looking at me, you wouldn't know it. I look like uncultured swine.
I've only been to Italy and Greece outside of the US and Canada, but does Canada really count? The next question from Jesper0707951. First of all, the very first question is dumb, at least for me, asking what planet I would be when everybody knows that I'd be Saturn. It's always been that way for like
that's her Twitter handle.
Twitter
and
Instagram.
Yeah.
It was my YouTube, but then it changed names. Not my Snapchat, because Snapchat happened when I was in middle school, and that's embarrassing. So let's not talk about that.
That's embarrassing. Mars.
You'd be Mars?
Sorry,
Why?
that's where my name comes from.
Oh, that's true.
Martinez.
Yeah, Martinez.
Martinez.
How are you guys so cute? Where'd you go for a honeymoon? We went to
my homeland.
His homeland. We went to SoCal. We saw Disneyland.
Yeah, we went to Disneyland twice. We went to Huntington Beach 3 times. We saw Hollywood. What a shithole that place is.
That was a show. We saw a hockey game. We saw the Kings play.
Yep, and they won. What else do we got
question.
Here?
One of my very best friends, Kelly, asked, when are you guys gonna get a pug? Probably never.
Yeah, probably not.
Just because of their breathing problems.
Yeah.
And how it's maybe a little bit unethical.
Yeah, it's an unethical breed. At least the way they're
really
them today.
Cute. I wanted a pug until you told me about that, basically.
Yeah, they just can't breathe when they come out of the womb.
Oh.
They have to like give them vapor rub or something and lay them on their backs for them to be able to breathe after they're born. So, not normal.
Favorite Disney movies? Well, yours is probably The Lion King.
Maybe.
What about classic Disney?
Yeah.
My favorite classic Disney movie is Alice in Wonderland.
No, that's a good one.
Yep.
I think it's probably Lion King.
Where the fuck is
it's the year I was born, and it's the Lion King. I mean, come on.
Where's the cloud hair? It's on my face.
I don't see anything.
I got it. How did you not see that?
I still don't see it. What is the biggest thing that has changed in each of your lives since you have been together?
Being happy.
Being married.
I shouldn't say that. Not all of my happiness is dependent on you at all. However,
yes, it is. I'm just kidding.
However, the environment I was in wasn't a good one. And I just wasn't happy doing anything that I was doing. And being with you has given me the opportunity to kind of finally relax and not be working 100% of the time like I was from the age 14, 15 on until now.
Pretty similar for me. I always was kind of wondering to myself, why am I working so hard in school and work and whatever? Like, what is the end game for me? I think I always wanted a family, but I never knew that it would happen for me. I think that's probably pretty similar to what a lot of people go through, is like, you know, am I really ever gonna meet that person? Does that person exist for me? And it turns out they do. Sometimes, you know, not everybody.
Sometimes soulmates are real. Not everybody's so lucky.
Yeah, you know, sucks to suck. But it also is good when it doesn't suck. Love you.
What's the most challenging thing about keeping a relationship strong? Thanks to Gamer Squad. For me, the most challenging thing in a relationship by far is anytime we get in an argument, not shutting myself out from you. Typically, I would shut down and just try and be just a blank canvas and no emotion.
Stone Cold Killer.
Well, I could communicate, but it would be like there was no emotion behind any of it. We don't really argue, which is kind of nice. We really get along. Yeah. We're very lucky.
It's not exactly a challenge, but it can be easy to take it for granted that you're on the same team at the end of the day. Like, that's the whole reason you got in the relationship in the first place, is because you want to be around this person permanently, hopefully. I think a lot of couples, they'll let things build until it becomes resentment.
Instead of just saying it outright.
Yeah, well, instead of working through it or remembering that you know, this person.
Remembering that you've already forgiven them for that. People like to hold things over each other's heads or just bring up old arguments over and over again.
You've lost the fight like for your relationship when you are putting yourself in a me versus them frame of mind. You really have to be on the same side. You have to remember that you're always on the same side. Are you guys looking forward for any new games, movies, trips? Well, we're going to Vegas next week.
Yes. Well, when this goes up, we will be in Vegas.
That's right.
Yes, for only one more day.
What about games and movies?
I really want to play Hightail.
If that ever comes out. It's already out. Days Gone. I kind of want to try that out.
It was produced pretty close to where we live.
But I'm still playing through Red Dead Redemption. I don't think I'll ever finish that game. I'll just be
busy schedule.
Riding my horse forever. I don't even know what movies are coming out.
Oh, there's going to be a new Men in Black. I am very excited for that.
Well, isn't it John Krasinski?
John Krasinski's in it?
That's what I thought.
I know Chris Thor.
Oh, it's him. Never mind.
He's in it.
Yeah, it's him.
Height in millimeters. Can we Google it? So, oh my god. I am...
You're tall.
I'm super fucking tall. I'm 1,701.8 millimeters tall.
And I am 1,778 millimeters tall.
We're fucking tall as hell, man. What breed is Cloud? What's your favorite video game at the moment? Stardew Valley.
Shocker. I think Steam says I have 7 weeks played or something like that with Stardew Valley.
Oh, no. What are your thoughts on Pineapple? Oh.
I don't really play video games unless it's on the channel anymore. But someday I'll go back to Resident Dead Evil Redemption. Evil Dumption.
Evil Dumption.
Red Dead Redemption.
Thoughts on pineapple on pizza?
I'm not a fan.
It's disgusting. It's trash. It's actually so disgusting that when I was little, my only contact with pineapple was on pizza. So until I was about like 14, 15, I had no idea that I liked pineapple. I thought it was shit.
I think whatever you like is great.
No. Will you guys adopt me?
No.
I'm sure you want a 17-year-old daughter, please, I beg. That is only a couple years younger than me, so no. Are you going to write more music?
Someday when I'm not working and schooling quite as hard, I'd like to get back into it. You know, I part of it I also think is just I need to force myself to make time for it.
Yeah.
And right now, I'm not, just because there's a lot of other things going on.
When are you getting your next tattoos? And what are they going to be, if we know? I know my tattoos.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Jeez.
I'm still working on what and where, but I kind of want to get my family crest.
Which I drew for you.
And then there's another thing that you drew up. That would be really cool. Yeah.
Plus it has a moon, so you'd match me. My next tattoos.
All about you. It's
all about me. It's the Chelsea Show.
Uh-huh.
That's
what we should change the name of the channel to.
No, it should be Chelsea's World.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. It's a Chelsea's universe. I'm God.
Chelsea's multiverse.
Multiverse? There we go. Yes. Yes. My next tattoo is I want to half sleeve on my upper right arm. I want my family's favorite flowers. So I have, on this arm I have James's favorite flowers and my brother's favorite flowers. So I want to get my parents and his mom's. And then I want a big ass thigh tattoo up my side. I want a snake and hydrangeas. What is your current job?
How much work is it? Do you enjoy it? And was studying for it difficult, etc.?
My job required no degree. I am only there a couple days a week. And if you ask my coworkers, I'm never there because...
And she still gets paid. It's pretty awesome.
I just got a raise for nothing, apparently.
It's a pretty good job.
Yeah, cashier.
I'm a software engineer. That's kind of my trade at this point. And it is a lot of work. I do really enjoy it. And studying for it was, I wouldn't call it difficult.
Well, you enjoy it.
Yeah, because I enjoy it, it's easy and worth investing a lot of time into. And I think that's probably the best arrangement you can find yourself in, is when you really enjoy whatever it is that you do for a living. It's pretty difficult for people to figure out, but it's worth taking the time to figure it out. I'll say that much.
What are some of your hobbies now? I guess the YouTube channel is my hobby.
Yeah, that's kind of
at least for me.
Our only hobby outside of doing, like, we like to go out. We like to.
Yes. Well, I just turned 21.
So we like to party. That's our hobby at the moment. I also do a lot of work outside of work hours.
Building your app. But
Yeah.
that's quickly becoming a business more than a hobby.
It is, but it's like at the same time, they're kind of indistinguishable from each other. And I won't talk too much about it right now just because who knows if it'll actually become something, but I'm working on a business and it's pretty exciting right now, actually, but we'll see. Maybe someday I'll be able to show that off a little bit
yourself.
and talk a little more. Yeah, I'm going to expose all of myself. All for the YouTube money. I'm going to ignore everything and ask, are you pregnant, James? Nope, not yet.
Yes, James is pregnant. I'm not, but he is.
I'm not pregnant yet.
No.
No.
You're waiting?
Yeah.
Waiting until marriage?
I'm waiting for the right time.
Yeah, not for a few years. Favorite way to prep potatoes? Mashed, baked, fried? I must know.
You know what I really like are the baked, but with like cheese and stuff.
Yeah, it's a loaded baked potato.
Loaded.
Yeah, with like bacon and chives and shit in there. Green
Hell
onions.
yeah, money.
I like scalloped potatoes.
Oh yeah,
Mashed potatoes are... It's a texture issue. It's horrible. It's like eating vomit. It's like someone chewed these potatoes up for you and they're like, here you go.
Scalloped potatoes are really good though.
They're money. They're money.
I
And
think
fried.
I have to change my answer to that one.
Really?
Yeah. How do I feel about YouTube's
have
current affairs?
Very mixed feelings.
I don't care. YouTube has always sucked. They've always been anti-creator, and it's amazing that no one has displaced them yet.
Yeah, I did see that they completely demonetized a whole history channel. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it wasn't even hate speech because it was a history channel.
Yeah.
I could see if someone was on there like,
well, because
kill
they
all
were
of this certain type of people, like that would kind of.
Well, they were showing off like clips of like Nazi
propaganda
stuff,
speeches.
Right?
Yeah,
Something
I saw
like
that. But
it's
like part of history, and he wasn't saying like, "Yay!"
This guy was right.
Yeah,
no, it's like it's literally counterproductive to the whole problem because if you don't remember history, you're doomed to repeat it. And it's just like the dumbest, like a fucking 5th grader could tell you this stuff. So YouTube sucks. What is your favorite activity to do together and by ourselves?
Playing video games together. That's really fun.
Yeah. I was gonna say something else, but
What?
you know what?
What?
You all know what.
I like to walk Cloud, play with Cloud. We like to watch Boy Meets World.
Yeah, we like to watch shows, but I think in general, it
Just
doesn't matter.
going out together.
Yeah, going out together, going on hikes together with Cloud. As long as we're doing things together.
Oh, here we go. How did you get so fine?
That wasn't a question.
Yes, it was.
Oh, you asked this question. I work out sometimes. That's all of the questions.
Can you think of any questions that people ask him? The main question is, how did we meet and how did you propose?
I proposed by taking her on a recreation of our first date, 4 months to the day of our first date, from our first date. And I had Cloud with me, and he had to relieve himself. So I told her to get some dog bags out of his harness because he had like a pouch and you could open it up and you'd put dog bags in there. And she couldn't figure out how to open it.
Hey, I could figure out just fine. The Velcro is particularly strong.
Yeah.
And my arms are particularly weak and small and frail.
So I opened the pouch and your engagement ring was inside. And then I
was very confused.
Yeah.
At first.
You were very confused.
I thought I wasn't supposed to see it yet. I thought, oh shit. He didn't mean to, he was gonna propose because we were getting dinner later with his mom. So in my head I was like, oh no, he meant to do this at dinner and he's accidentally showing me that he does the ring.
I don't know.
I think I just wasn't expecting it that much. Like, to that level.
Yeah.
I wasn't...
You weren't actually prepared to be proposed to.
Yeah. And then I cried a lot. And I asked you if you were sure that you wanted to propose to me.
was like,
Are you sure you want to do that?
Yeah, and then I did, and we got married, and that's
And even Cloud seemed really excited. He just started. It was weird. It's like he knew what happened because he started running around us and barking a lot.
He was freaking out, barking his face off.
Yeah. And then this old couple walked by, and you were like, "We're engaged!" You just yelled that. You're like, I just proposed!
Yeah, I yelled at them, "We're engaged!"
And they're like, "Let's take a picture."
Yeah, they asked if we want a picture, and I said, yeah. So we got some really good live photos. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Live photos.
They're on my Instagram. Well, one of them is.
The immediate aftermath of me proposing and Cloud running around working.
Is that it?
I think that's it. That's our first Q&A.
Thank you for watching.
We'll see you at some other point in time.
Subscribe. Hit the bell icon below to get notifications about Clash Jit'em.
Clash Shit'em. And I'm sure we'll do another one of these sooner or later. We'll just see what other questions people can come up with.
Let them pile up. This one's been necessary for a while.
Yeah.
We've just been putting it off.
Yeah.
Well, here we are now.
Mm-hmm. Making your wishes come true.
Every dream.
Aren't we the best?
We're really the best.
All right. We'll see you.
Thank you, guys. Good stretch.
You're pretty awesome. Take notes.
Who's the top?
You want to answer that one?
Typically, James is at the top.
There you go.
Some days are fun, though.
Some days she goes for a ride.
Go for a ride. It's like a roller coaster.